I'm Masha Karpacheva, and welcome to another episode of In the Mood for California. This podcast is a soulful journey through Los Angeles, its neighborhoods, architecture, hidden histories, creativity, and the remarkable people who give this city its unique spirit. Today, I'm delighted to welcome singer Jeza Vautor. Born in Martinique, shaped by Paris, and now calling Los Angeles home, Jeza has spent her life weaving together the rhythms of the Caribbean, the elegance of jazz, the warmth of Brazil, and the freedom of improvisation into a voice that is unmistakably her own.
I don't know how to live outside of music. Mm-hmm. There's always music in me. I am not able to detach myself from music. I think music is a language. It's a way to process life, and it's the easiest way for me to express myself. Mm-hmm. It's a way to express myself, and also, hopefully, it is the most authentic way for me to express myself. I don't hide. Like when I'm singing, I'm looking forward to being the most authentic part of me.
Sometimes I wonder what it is that makes Los Angeles unlike any other city in the world. It isn't the palm trees or the Hollywood sign. It isn't even the endless stories the city has collected over the years. I think it's the fact that people arrive here carrying pieces of different worlds within them. They bring their languages, memories, traditions, and dreams. And somehow Los Angeles doesn't ask them to leave those things behind. Instead, it gives them space to become something entirely new. When I first heard Jeza sing, that's what I felt. It wasn't hearing just jazz, Brazilian music, or the sounds of Martinique. It was hearing a life lived across continents, a voice shaped by every place she has ever called home. In my mind, I also saw Jeza as a little girl running barefoot along the beach with the ocean waves as her closest companions and the wind playfully dancing through her hair. And in that very moment, I was taken back to my own childhood, spending endless winter afternoons with my friends, sliding down snow-covered hills on our sledges, returning home with frozen hands and feet, rosy cheeks, and hearts full of joy. Such different beginnings, thousands of miles apart, yet united in a single moment, in a single place, through the universal language of music. And perhaps this is one of the most beautiful things about Los Angeles. It doesn't erase where we come from. It gives us permission to become more fully ourselves. I'm so grateful you're here. Let's begin. Hello, Jeza.
Hi, Masha.
Wow, thank you so much for finding the time in your very busy schedule for our conversation today. I'm very, very grateful.
Thank you for having me and for supporting music in Los Angeles.
Of course.
So thank you. I'm very honored to be here today with you.
Oh, I'm the one who is honored. Well, Jeza, Los Angeles is a very, very unique city, and it somehow has a way of becoming maybe even a mirror. It reflects who we are while constantly inviting us to become someone new. So after making the city your home, what has Los Angeles revealed to you about yourself and perhaps that no other place could reveal to you?
Los Angeles, so I am from Martinique. It's a really small island, a French island. It's the opposite. Everybody knows everybody. I moved to Los Angeles where I didn't know anyone. So the first thing was I had to find myself because I was completely alone. I have no family here, no friends. So what it did for me is actually allowed me to find myself. Because when you grow up in such a small place as Martinique, you have to be somebody that has already been shaped by how people perceive you, conceive you, whether it's your family. They already think you are that person that grew up there. So when I moved here, I could start from a fresh point of view. I could actually look at myself and decide, well, who am I really? Like, who's Jessica? And that's what I did. I wanted to use that opportunity to be isolated and on my own to really find out who I was, like not just superficially, but go deep and allow myself to be found. So that's what LA did for me. I'm still working on this. It's a long life project.
Yeah. Yes. It's a practice learning about who you're becoming constantly. Yes.
It's never ending because you are you, and then you realize you also are your ancestors, and you start to feel bigger than your physical self. So it's a never ending quest.
Yes, yes. And it's very empowering to make this step, to detach yourself from the place where everybody and everything knows you. And then you find yourself in the middle of pretty much nowhere. And Los Angeles is such a huge city. And this is where maybe you come to the realization that the life and everything in your life literally springs from you as Big Bang, and you create everything, right?
Yes, it's exactly the sensation. So first you feel a bit lost in the midst of the immensity of the place. And the fact that you're lost is where you can actually rest. Like when I felt lost, I realized, okay, well, this is it. From this place, I can expand outward. Because I don't have anything to prove to anybody. I don't have any stigma, like nobody knows me, and they have zero expectation. So all I had to do is have no expectation for myself, but just to be authentic. And that was my starting point, just what comes out of me naturally without expectations.
Yes. Yes, and you carry Martinique with you, obviously, wherever you go, but yet you have also been shaped by Paris, Brazil. And do you feel that home? Yes.
Well, I don't. So it's a very interesting question. Like, what is my home? Is that your question?
Yes. Well, is your home within you?
Or is it my home is. No, I'm a nomad. I know maybe in my DNA, I'm not really, I'm a nomad. Like I've never felt quite like I'm at home. I'm home. Not in Martinique. When I was growing up, I loved the place. I call it my host, my host island. Like it welcomed me to Earth. This is where my journey started physically as a physical human being. And then, so this was my starting point. But as a child, somehow, like my first memory, like my mom told me that when I was 3 years old, I left home with a backpack and my teddy bear. I don't remember it, but as soon as I could walk, I just left home. And I have no idea where I was going, but I knew one thing is I was going somewhere else. And somebody found me on the. I could have actually died, but somebody found me on the side of the freeway. They knew my parents, and they brought me back home. And I think that tells a lot about my personality and my intuition. Is I am a traveler. I'm an explorer, and so I was happy home. No, I had a nice upbringing, but I needed to go other places. And I don't feel like I'm home anywhere. I feel like I am home inside myself. Like I dwell inside my own being. I call it to sit down with myself. I can just sit down with myself and be at home wherever I go. So it's both. I'm not home anywhere. Like I don't have a specific home, but I'm at home anywhere I am. as long as I'm present.
Yes, yes. And Los Angeles is such a vast spread city. So is there any particular neighborhood that is closer to your heart, which calms you down?
Yeah, the ocean. Like no question. The ocean is my home. When I get there, when I drive on the 10 and I see the PCH, like when you get out of the tunnel and the first thing you see is the ocean, I always cry a little bit. Like I have this very emotional reaction to seeing the ocean. It's almost like every time I go through that tunnel on the 10 going to the PCH, I feel like it's the first time I see the ocean, and I have this emotional reaction to this vastness. And then I drive all the way to Point Dume because I love Point Dume, and I just go there and swim. So that would be the place where I feel the most at peace. And then I like extreme opposites, and then I love downtown LA, like the kind of the roughness of the cement. And the fact that it's so man-made.
Yes,
like it's 100% man-made, and there's not much nature left. But there's the part I like is that it's a testimony of that humans have been there for a while. So I also like some parts of downtown LA that are so urban and stamped by humans, because I love humans. So the contrast, I like the vast nature that is just been untouched, like Point Dume, which is a little bit more nature oriented. And then the city, like the dense city feel, where you can feel like your neighbors and the life that goes through it.
Yes, very, very different, a huge contrast. And if you were to describe Los Angeles to someone who has never been here, what adjectives would you use?
I'd say that LA has the possibility to bring freedom if you're open to it. So it's vast, which gives you freedom, but some people are afraid of it. So I've heard people say how much they hate LA, and I think the vastness of it scares them. So I would say it's vast.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, your life and your heart is filled with music. And music has this very remarkable ability to preserve emotions long after memories begin to fade. So when you think about your childhood and making music with your father, what feeling has stayed with you all these years? And maybe you find yourself searching for that same feeling every time that you step onto stage.
I grew up, so my dad was a musician. He passed away 20 years ago. And so I grew up, I heard music before maybe I heard really anything else. I would say it's the other way around. I constantly live inside music. And then once in a while, I step outside and I discover what it's like to not live inside music. I am not looking forward to making music to find something else that I lost. I don't know how to live outside of music. There's always music in me. I am not able to detach myself from music. I think music is a language. It's a way to process life, and it's the easiest way for me to express myself. It's a way to express myself, and also, hopefully, it is the most authentic way for me to express myself. I don't hide. Like when I'm singing, I'm looking forward to being the most authentic part of me. Sometimes when I talk to people, there's some, there's some habits of, presenting your best self, doing this. I've been domesticated like anybody else to present myself a certain way. to not scare people off. When I sing, all of that goes away. I just get to be me. I don't need to apologize or to present a part of me that is likable. I just get to be me completely.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And it's so interesting the way you said that probably music was the first thing you heard when you were born, before you heard anything else. And truly, your performances feel more like an invitation into a conversation rather than anything else. So it's as if you're conversing with your audience and you're sharing a story with the audience, and the audience responds to you in some way. So does it feel to you that this is what's happening during your performances?
It's exactly that. So there's different kind of singers. I am a performer. I love singing live. I love concerts. Some people love studio singing more. So within the singing tribe, there are different type of people. I'm a performer. I'm a live performer because I want to be with people. I realized I thought I was an introvert. Maybe I am, but I'm also so attracted to other people and interested in their story and their experience, because we're all experiencing life. So when I'm performing, I tell people, this is my experience of life. Like, then the way they respond, they don't need to speak or sing back to me. Sometimes I have them sing, but the way that they pay attention, like I have this ability, and I thank God for that, to perceive like micro changes in people's emotion when I'm singing. So I can feel people. Mm-hmm. And when I sing a certain song, I can feel how people react to it. And that is already a conversation for me, because I know that they're responding by the way that the song is changing them, and the way I sing it is going through them. And that comes back to me and feeds me. And then so it's always an exchange of energy when you're actually present, when you're singing and you feel people, and then it changes you, then you sing something else, and it's like a wave, like the wave of the ocean never mm-hmm. stops. It keeps breaking and recycling itself. And that's how it feels when you sing for an audience. The audience is part of the performance. Most people think they're spectators, but they're not right. Spectators. They're completely part of the show, the concert.
Yes, participants. And do you feel that people do not hear music only with their ears, but actually hear it with everything that they have lived through?
Yeah, because the vibration itself, like the fact that music is vibration, it goes through your body. Mm-hmm. So you feel it in your heart, you feel it everywhere, and also the change of intervals, you feel how it affects you emotionally. When a song is sad, you will feel that sadness. It will purge you, hopefully, of whatever you need to experience at that time and help you express it. I always think of singers like healers or messengers, or you channel an emotion mm-hmm. to allow people to let it express itself in their own body and their own heart. So we're here also to help people feel things that they would usually not allow themselves to feel on their own. Mm-hmm. So yes. You feel your audience. Like sometimes I start with a certain, maybe a certain energy, and because of the way the audience responds, I change a little bit my orientation, because I mm-hmm. feel things. And so I will never be the same with a different audience, because I am aware of the people that are in a room.
Yes, you can read their energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so over time, has the way you hear music changed? So when you were starting your journey, probably it was one way, but then you know, you have gone through so many different experiences in your life, so many different emotions, you know, moments of joy, moments of loss, uncertainty and whatnot, and like finding yourself in such a huge city as Los Angeles and finding your way here. So if we compare the way you hear music today, has it changed from the way you heard it before? And if yes, in what way? How would you describe it?
It has changed because I have changed. It's where I'm indissociable from music, the music that I express and the way that I hear music. Because we will also hear music sometimes from the outside, like when you go listen to other people and how they express themselves. So music also comes from outside. Like I have my own internal musical sphere, and then there's the music that others are making that now permeate my own sphere. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to my experience of music, how I perceive music as I age on this earth, I feel like when I first started singing and I went to school, so I went to a lot of schools. I studied opera in Paris, very competitive. You know, you kind of in a toxic environment sometimes, and it's all about competition. So at first I was aware of I need to be the best singer I can be. And so that was kind of a driving force. Mm-hmm. And I did not like it because it felt like an immense pressure all the time. I'm very competitive, but I don't like that competition in music. I like it somewhere else, like things that, you know, running or whatever. So it felt unnatural, and I started to really distance myself from the more egotistic attributes of being a singer. Mm-hmm. You know, singers, we have a bad reputation. It's all about us. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. You know, it's not a fatality. And I started to really question my reason for singing. Like I would ask myself, why do I sing? And every time I ask myself, what's my purpose? Why do I sing? And I realized I want to sing because I want to get closer to myself, finding out about me. It reveals things about me. And once I decided this is my quest, like I want to know myself better, and singing is my guide. It's like a spirit. Then it opened me up to also finding out about other people. Because if I find out about me, intrinsically, we're all the same. Like we're all from the same source. So the more I know myself, the more I know others, the better I can understand people around me. So my own personal quest happened through music, through singing, through allowing myself to feel deeper each song I sing. Like really, like feel the story I'm singing. So I've started to use music as my therapy. You know, it would tell me things about myself. Sometimes very difficult things. Like I would practice a song and just couldn't finish it, and break down and cry and just let that emotion come out. You know, breathe through it and then keep singing the song. So it's become an essential part of my self-discovery. Like I've made it more and more. Before it was more an aesthetic, you know, attribute. Like I'm a singer and I do this, and you like or don't like my voice, but the aesthetic part was the predominant part when I started singing. And then really rapidly I got out of that mode, and I felt like I need deeper, like I need deeper meaning in my life, because if that's all there is, this is really sad, and I can't keep doing this. So I wasn't satisfied with the superficial part of being a singer. I had to just dig deeper.
Interesting. And this is probably when this internal competition somehow went away, because if you go on stage hoping to receive some sort of acknowledgement or to be called like the best singer, the best musician, that's where this egotistical approach sort of like stays with you, and you cannot really go deeper. But once you defined it for yourself, that the reason for your singing is to get closer to yourself, to go deeper inside yourself, this is when you started probably appearing on stage with the intention to give rather than to receive anything.
It's total opposite, and it's also letting go of the social pressure of being a huge hit on social media, having so many followers. So you're giving away a lot of the prestigious stigmas and labels. You don't have to, but for me, for example, I have an Instagram. I'm not concerned about how many people follow me, because it falls into, again, that need to be validated by the numbers, like how many people. Yes. And I find this, I don't have the energy for this. Like I am more concerned about being authentic and finding out who I am. And when I'm singing, there's no net, because people are there with me. It enables me to be even more open. Like there's a chance when you're performing to be even more, to surpass the fear. Like when I'm singing, I can open up more than if I'm just at home practicing for myself, because there's the sense of this moment is a gift, and all these people can open up with me. So the sense of community and being able to do this with other people, it just gives me fire. Like it helps me to do it even better. And I need it. Like I need people.
Yes. Yes. And we feel it. We feel it being in your audience. Because, when you come to listen to a performer or to a concert, to listen to musicians play, you come from your everyday life, and sometimes it can be pretty busy, and you can be like in all of these thoughts and, problems that you still need to resolve and whatnot. And in a way, you can be, closed as a member of the audience. But when you're listening to a singer who's open in front of you and vulnerable, and they're inviting you in for a conversation, then you instantly forget about everything else that was going on in your life, and you just step into this conversation, and it's very freeing. And it's the presence of the musician, their vulnerability, that allows us to come and be with them together in this conversation. So thank you for doing it for all of us.
Well, thank you for coming to concerts and believing that it's still possible to find authenticity in performers. Because nowadays you could think people don't come to shows anymore. There's so many screens that are allowing you to watch people perform. But you realize that nothing can replace live contact. You can watch screens all you want. When you're in a room with other musicians, and like you say, when you feel the vibration of the music going through your body, and what you said is it's so important. Like you don't listen just with your ears. You listen with your eyes. You listen with all the molecules of your body that are receiving these vibrations. You feel other people around you that are feeling the music. It's an experience that cannot be replaced by virtual sight of performances. So it's to me I hope that we can keep live performances going and having people interested, younger people. Like I teach young beings. And I see young singers, young musicians, and I'm always so excited to see these younger souls just willing to go on that journey. So, 10-year-olds, sometimes younger than that, and they get it. Like they understand this is a journey that is like no other. So I love also being a mentor for other singers who are taking this journey, and I want to help them because it's not an easy journey. But we need more. I'm recruiting. I'm recruiting. Because it cannot end with us, It has to. Yes. Especially with AI and all these things, people are scared, like the machines are taking over. But I don't think so. I think we can cohabitate. I don't believe in I believe in humanity, but
yes, I do too. You cannot substitute a human emotion with anything else. It's just you either feel it or you don't feel it. Everything else is kind of like noise.
Yes, and then nowadays, because of AI and all the changes going on, it's even more important to be authentically human. Right? Your authenticity, your willingness to be human will actually is what matters the most today. Because if you're not, AI can do it for you, but AI cannot never be authentically human. That only us can do that.
Correct. Yes, absolutely. And Jessica, I have one more question to you.
Yes.
Do you think there is a sound that reveals your deepest self, not your technique, not your repertoire, but the essence of who Jessica is? And when have you felt closest to hearing or maybe even expressing that sound?
I do have a sound. It's my laugh.
Oh.
So I have a very, I could laugh anywhere and people would know it's me. So my laugh is my most authentic, but I have a very loud laugh. And it's definitely the most authentic sound that comes out of me because I cannot control it. It comes out of me. There's no volume control. It's loud and it's raw. So my laugh. It's my most. It's my most authentic sound. And also, as a baby, my mom told me I was a very joyous child, like baby. I would laugh all the time. So I think I was born with this very joyful spirit, and I'm so grateful, that I was given that spirit, and that the spirit that I get to present to the world. It's saved me so many times when I had extreme tragic experiences in life. I always remember that I'm a person with a very light spirit, and I love laughing. So.
Well, this is just so beautiful, Jessica, and I'm wishing you to continue to be free in this vast, vast Los Angeles that gives us so many opportunities, and carry your joyous spirit and laugh and spread this, laughter and joy for all of us who are right here to be in this one whirlpool of a joyful conversation.
Well, thank you. I so want to encourage people, if they're going through hardships, to just keep some space in them for better days. I think we need to be closer to each other and support each other. So anybody that's listening today that's feeling sad, I'm just sending a lot of love to them and prayers, and let them know that there are better days coming, and to always be hopeful. Just hope is everything, and just keep hoping for something better. And knowing that love is the most important energy in this world. So let's just keep showing up one day at a time, and becoming better at being human. And thank you for having me. I'm so excited. This is wonderful.
Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. That was such an inspiring conversation.
So I will see you soon. And
very soon.
Some on stage or off stage.
Yes.
And I just wish you also to keep doing what you're doing, because it's a wonderful thing what you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. Well, until next time.
Have a great life.
Thank you. You
Bye-bye. Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Bisous.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye. very much for tuning in for the conversation with my special guest, Jeza Vautor. If you enjoy my podcast, In the Mood for California, please sign up for future episodes at your preferred platform, and please leave your feedback. I really appreciate your time and support. You can follow me on Instagram at In the Mood for California and check out my website www.inthemoodforcalifornia.com. I'm so looking forward to seeing you on the next journey.